doing the bass hang. I believe this is 45. I haven't checked, but I think it's 45. Not really sure. But yeah, back in the swing a little bit earlier. I'm gonna try to do this consistently every Sunday at 6. Uh, Lord willing. So where y'all been? How y'all been? Where y'all watching this at? Start with the normal suspects. Um, let's see. All right. Now, where are you at? Okay, so I see the cursor now. All right, cool. All right, bet. Got my man Proper. What's going on, man? How you doing? What's up? Happy to see the bass ain't back. I can dig it. I can dig it. I can dig it. DFG, what's happening? I'm doing good. Glad to be back. Took a little bit off, man. I did a drop in every once in a while, just say what's up to y'all. But bass hang, back in it, want to get it going again. Kind of had some mental stuff going on. Life wasn't as good as it was in the past, so I gave this a break and just kind of focused on doing a video here to there. That's the reason why I took a hiatus. And yeah, so back, life is a little bit better. We'll see how this goes. I'm riding the wave. I appreciate each one of y'all pulling up and saying what's up to me. Kelvin, how you doing? Kelvin is the winner of the BTK uh, Patreon. So he got a bass signed by me. How's it? How's it holding up? Feel good? Play good? Paul Smith, what's going on? Nice to have you on my channel. Yeah, it's good that you dropped in. Just so I can confirm, are you the same Paul Smith with the Trace Elliott Elf Plus custom box for the Trace Elliott cab? Just want to confirm that's you. If not, there's a Paul Smith that's out there who did a whole build series where he took a Trace Elliott Elf, which is this little bitty bass amp situation here, and basically took a smaller speaker, built a custom cabinet, housed it in there, and then took the bass amp, made a little cubby hole, and then put it in there. It was very well done. It was very, very cool. I don't have woodworking skills, but if I did, that's something I would definitely take a swing at. I probably use a 10 though. Probably use a 10. And for what I remember, I think you put a little seat on the top, so you got a little seat action popping off. Yeah. Them changes video you did was excellent. Thank you, man. That was it was interesting. I was like, how am I gonna try to beat Thundercat? I can't. That's he's good. I'm not. I can't do it with one hand, and I don't have a six string bass. But even if I did have a six string bass, I still wouldn't be able to do the Thundercat thing. Like he has that on lock. My respect. I watched his tiny desk, and I was just sitting there like, sheesh. How are you singing and also doing all this nastiness, man? His fingers be moving so doggone fast. It's crazy. But yeah, I appreciate you actually digging it. Them changes. Okay, cool, cool. Not me. Well, there is a Paul Smith that's out there that did what I just said, and it was really cool. But thank you, Paul. Paul, for being here, man. I appreciate you dropping in. Thanks, love it. Sounds great. Better than my Squire PJ. Yes. Mm, the old bully treatment. And then we get straight to it. What's the best five string under 500 bucks? That is a very loaded conversation, but let's go ahead and get into that, shall we? I'm going to, I don't know if this is going to be seen on the camera, but I'm going to move this over. That's fine. It's right there. This is my microphone, by the way. But I need to utilize this secondary screen so I can uh, pull up this and then share it. So I'm going to go to, I think I'm going to end up choosing I'm gonna choose Z Zounds, which is the equivalent of American Musical Supply, Musician's Friend, Sweetwater. Z Zounds is the same type of deal. I like it because I get to do flex pay. So if I have more money now, I could pay the base off faster than having to make sure I have this amount of money in my account and I forget about it. I overcharge. It's been a thing in the past. So Z Zounds is something is pretty much the company that I go to and I use. It bites me in the butt because I want an Aguilar cab and I don't have a reason why I want one. I just want one. I have a tone hammer over there. It's fire. I would really love to have an Aguilar 112 or something like that. Some little small situation. Just kind of put it in the corner over here. You know what I'm saying? Let both of the cabs do their thing. You know what I'm saying? Got the fender in this side, got the tone hammer there. Maybe like a 410. If I got a 410, I would definitely put it where that acoustic is just off GP because yeah, that would yeah. So yeah. But yeah, let's go to Z Zound. Sorry I went on that rant, but Z Zounds is my spot. That's where I usually whenever I buy bass and it's like one of the name brand whatever's. And I don't want to like so I go to Z Zounds whenever it's like I want it sooner than later because if you buy it like overseas or whatever, it's gonna take a little bit of while and then you have to pay for shipping and it's a thing. Now if the base is cheap, I'll pay a little bit more for shipping. I'm not tripping on that. But if it's like a you know what I'm saying like an Ibanez or something like that, then you know uh, I'll get it from Z Zounds or something of that nature. More than that. So let me get to the page and then we can check this out together because I'm not really up to speed on what's in the market right now. So we'll be checking this out together. And then let me share screen. Let's share that one. Here we go. All right, dig it. So this is Z Zounds. This is how you spell it, just in case you were wondering. Zzounds.com. So let's go into it and then let's go cheapest. Check that out. See what it's talking about. Ibanez Geo. Let me talk about this right now. Um, I think this is a smaller scale than this one is. think. I think micro. Yeah, it's a smaller scale. But so these bases, I've played them. I have a my brother-in-law used to have this specific bass, but he had it in the all wood version. And it's a okay platform to kind of do some mods and stuff like that. But like if I was starting out and this is my first 5 string and I'm broke, this would be an option. Is this the best bass? No. I'm just checking out what's there for the bridge. So that's out. Let's go here. Let's check that out. All right. So where are we at? We are in the 200 to 299 ballpark. Okay. Jackson. I think I may have played one of these at Guitar Center or something. Ibanez. Let's go ahead and talk about this bass right here. This is a great value for the bread. This is a passive bass, so this is a little bit different than the bass that I had on this channel. So it looks like it's a volume tone from what I'm seeing here. So there's a volume there, volume. Well, you can't see the cursor, but these three from top to bottom, volume, tone. One thing that I don't like about this design is the fact that the top volume is so close to the pickup. I don't like that. That's a little bit weird to me. It may be a problem, may not. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Just from design and where jazz basses are normally set up, the first knob would be about where this bottom knob is, and then it would extend to the bottom here. So for the money, which is $249, I would say this is a solid choice. Now, aesthetically, this is ugly. It's horrible. But for the money, here you go. So let's go back and let's check out something else. Squire Affinity 5. Another solid platform. Another solid platform. I think previously in prior years, you couldn't get a maple board with this particular model. So it's cool that they're actually, giving you a maple fingerboard to rock with. I had one of these before. Mine was black, and I did a little install on it. It was an Adair preamp, and no, I did it with a Seymour Duncan preamp, and I kept this original like layout. So it was volume, a blend from the Seymour Duncan, and then it was a volume, and then a stacked treble bass. Yeah, that's what I did on there. And I think the Seymour Duncan preamp was like $50. So that was a pretty good value. But this isn't bad for $300. It's a Squire, so there's a high probability it'll be playable. Maybe not out of the box. Maybe you need a little bit of love, but this is a nice little. If you first starting out, getting in the world of five string bass, this isn't too bad from the ones I've played in my life. Dean, no, different colorway. I just it's no. I've never played a Dean that I really really loved in my life. So um, this is just my personal opinion. This is actually the bass that I had here, and it is from top to bottom. It is a volume blend treble and bass two band preamp, and this is an active bass again, ugly headstock, but at least it matches the body somewhat. But it is ugly. Here's the battery compartment down here. Wish it was not screws because sometimes I don't have a screwdriver and the battery is dead. That's problematic. Does it dive? Meh, a little bit, but it was a solid bass. Keep in mind the preamp on this bad boy, that bass is hot. It's hot. Like it was like mad hot. So if you have a small bass amp or whatever, be careful with that bass knob because you can blow it out. Just I haven't done it, but I played through a PA and they were like, geez. So I actually have this bass here behind me. And I think I did pick it up from Z Zounds a few years back. There are a few different colorways to it. That's pretty nice. It was a toss up between getting this one and getting this one, and I really like that blue and what's going on with it, so I went with the blue one. That's kind of okay. And then that's a standard of, you know what I'm saying? But this is hot. If I bought another one, it will probably be this color, but maybe not because of that. Mm, mm, I don't know. They all have that headstock, but this looks like it's supposed to be there like that. So I don't know. Depends on how much you. Eh, for that one, I have to do a lot of love. So if I bought this bass, all of this would be gold, like gold knobs here, gold screws. I'd have to find some type of gold situation for this, and then the tuning pegs up here would be gold. The tree would be gold. Yeah, that'd be nice. That'd be nice. Anyway, so yeah, this is a nice little ditty at 350, and it's fairly solid. Let's do a quick little look through. Okay, that's it there. Let's go to the top portion of the budget. Michael Kelly. I do not know what this bass plays like, but it looks fairly solid. Trans yellow. Ooh, that's different. And then with a gig bag, puts you up at, ooh, that does kind of look nifty. It puts you at the top register, and I'm thinking this is a two band situation. Yeah, two band EQ and preamp. Okay. Two Rockfield. Don't know who that is. It looks pretty cool. Especially from a distance, like a blood red situation going on. That's pretty dope. Haven't got to play one of these yet. I've heard some good things about it, but I haven't got to put my hands on it. I've had a few people ask me about this particular bass, and I haven't got the opportunity to actually run it through its paces and do all that good stuff. Don't really know that much about it, but it has bones. It has nice bones. Looks like it's a pretty standard. I don't know. It might be high mass. That's pretty thick right there. It's not like the standard bridge, but it is string through the bridge and not string through the body. That's a nice little feature right there. I like that. Hmm. It's not bad, man. I like to put my hands on it. I may need to hit these people up at Fender and see what they're talking about with it. Like, hey, do you happen to have any of those basses in your collection that you know wouldn't, what I'm saying, wouldn't mind? Oh, that's interesting. So we're looking at volume, pan, or balance, a tone knob, plus a two band boost circuit. That's interesting. That's an interesting concept. I have a bass that has that type of idea, but that's an interesting concept. Okay. Kind of makes me wonder, what does it sound like if you have the treble all the way up and the tone all the way up? Is it like really high fi? And if you have the treble up and you have the tone down, is it like, I don't know. What does it do? I'd be playing with it if I ever had it. And these look like soap bars, but I think they're humbuckers, ceramic humbuckers. Interesting, high fidelity. Bright tone, strong, snappy, responsive tone. Those are some nice, what I'm saying, verbs and adjectives. Okay, I'm interested. Might have to see what I can do. Steinberger, no. Entry level Spectre. I think I have to consult Lobster about this. I think he may have had one. I've never got to play a Spectre bass, like period. They don't really have them where I am now, and it'd be cool to try it, but I haven't had the opportunity yet. Mm. Is this a lower level one? Hey, that looks kind of like mine. Kinda. Well, it's kind of like mine. It's in a nice little purple. Okay. Okay. Yeah. It looks like mine. Yeah. It's similar. This is the lower level one. So mine has like an active passive switch and then like a three-way for the frequencies, mid frequency stuff, and a three-band EQ. So the volume and blend are exactly where they are. The bottom three that swirl around are bass, mid, and treble, respectively. And there's two switches on my bass rather than just the one switch on this one. So it looks nice though. They're binding. There's a nice little binding on the side. Jackson getting in the game, acting up. Okay, coming through. That's nice. Okay, okay, okay. Inspected by Terminator 13. That's cool. And it's called Purple Phase, like purple haze. That's that's cute. Ibanez 375E. And I know y'all are talking. I know y'all are talking. Just let me get to this last one here, and then we'll get into that. And I haven't talked about Sire yet at all, or went to Toman because Toman they got some strong contenders as well. This looks nice actually. Maybe it's because I just have a thing for blue. I don't think I'd buy it, but I definitely use it if I had to. It's not bad. What body is it? Maple body. Okay. Cool tapping option. Oh, it splits it in. Okay. Wonder how you do that. Hmm. Interesting. I have to do some research on that. With a power tap switch. That's how you do it. Gotcha. All right. Now, let's get up out of here. Stop screen share. We are back. And let's see all that I. Jesus Christ. Okay. NGL 500 can do some damage. Yeah. I have 120 Galarian 5. It's pretty amazing for the price. Okay. I want an AccuGroove cab, 210s and powered. Okay. I think Low End Lobster has an AccuGroove 210. He loves it as far as gigging and stuff. Sire V5, very good choice. I would definitely, if you can get a V5, I keep looking at my microphone. If you can get a V5, yeah, man, the neck is all that. Feel is great. Lobster has two, one fretless, one fretted. I got to play the fretless. I didn't want to send the fretless one back because it just felt great. Ugh. But yeah, V3 is an option. I wouldn't say great, but it's an option. Yeah, four strings of 369, five strings of 569. So that's under your budget. That is an option for you as well. I would actually put the M2, this little ditty here, in the running for that as well. This is a great bass, especially if you do a lot of modern playing, like maybe progressive stuff. It's extremely crisp, especially with new strings, and it's really lightweight, and it's a looker. It's beautiful. I love it. I love it stock just like it is. I thought about taking it and making it like its brother that has the EMGs and all that good stuff, but I was like, you know what? Having the same bass but two different flavors or two different ways to approach it is nice because I have options of what I want to do. So I left it alone. I'm gonna leave it alone. So yes, yes. Holly Ben BZ5 proper. Let me tell you something. This is what I've been going back and forth with my with lobster and my own personal thoughts. I'm gonna go ahead and go to this website, and I probably have it in my basket because I've been yep. This has been I've been on this heavy. I've been on it tough. You hear me? Tough. I've been on this. So you say 5,000, sir. I see your 5,000 and raise you two more thousand. That's right. Seven doggone strings just to make you feel it. Oh, yeah. So just in case, oh, look at that. I could tick off so many guitarists with coming in just being in this area right here. Just just because I can. I'm running chords. You can't stop it. Mm. And it's through the body as well. 18-volt system, neck through design. It has all the makings of yes, sir. And I want it for my collection. I want it for my collection. I have two extra slots right there, and I want one of those to be this bass. So the question you may be asking, what what are the tunings to this particular bass? Well, it's a six string bass, so the regular B E A D G C, but then you add a F to it. Everything still plays, walks the same way in standard. All your octaves are there, but now you have two levels of three octaves in like a 10 fret span. So you can literally start from B, 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 and then like it's there. And it follows the pattern all the way through. So when you run in chords, I piss so many people off. It'd be so phenomenal. Or I just be an army of me set up the old looper pedal, play a whole groove, and then run the bass line to it, which would probably be the first few videos I do once I have that bass in my hands. So Christmas, possibly. I don't know if I'm gonna actually do it. I kind of have enough projects to keep me going, but yeah. I only reason why I like this is because I got to play the Ibanez TMB, the 7 string joint that they had, and that it made me be like, oh, number one, it felt just a little bit too big for my hand, and that made me give pause because I'm not used to having like that much fretboard to operate with. So a piece of me is like, what notes are these? But the other piece of me is like, does it really matter? You know where to find the octaves and work all these fifths and sevens. So run it just like you know it. And once I got into that mindset, I was off to the races, doing all type of stuff. So, and that was just in the store. I can't even imagine if I played it in like a gospel setting and stuff like that. Oh, here's another little piece of information. Since I moved back to my home state and I'm back with my family and stuff like that, my original family, H Town, stand up. I might be recording at a church again. Who knows? Every once in a while, I go back home and hang out with the family, and they are my family for real, for real. And get down a little bit. So who knows? I may set up the old tripod inconspicuously and get down a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that may be coming. So y'all stay tuned for that. And if it does happen, I haven't really made the decision to do it yet because reasons. I don't want to have to deal with my mom staring. You showing off. I am. I shouldn't be doing this. So that might be some stuff that we do later on in the future. We'll see. It was actually brought up to me by my homeboy. He's like, yo, you go to this church, they be getting down. You should record it, throw it on the channel again. You used to do that. I was like, yeah, I thought about it, but I don't know if they'd be okay with that. But I didn't ask the last church. I just did it. So I'm thinking I'm just gonna do that again. Yeah, I'll probably just do it again. We'll see. So y'all stay tuned. Let's see. Let's move on. But good suggestion, proper. This would be the lady for me if we are, talking about. Sheesh. I think I'm in love again. uh, let's see. What's up, kid? Chilling. Never been called kid before, but all right. How's your Sunday going? Sunday is going very good, man. I went to church this morning. It was a great time. It was a great time, which is why I thought about bringing out the camera and recording stuff. So it was jamming. It was getting down. Respect my brother Ibanez for years. Cool. Have offered quality at reasonable prices. Can't argue with that. Just checking in. Appreciate you dropping in. This is the godfather of YouTube bases. YouTube bass review, the godfather. He's the one that like gave me him and Rumble, really, were the ones that gave me the you can do this. You like basses a lot. You're just like them. You should talk about it. Cool. Here I am. So hats off to you, Mr. Proud or Sir Max, as it were. You're an awesome bass player. I'm glad you still play. Thank you. I appreciate it. I don't think I'm that good, but I definitely do appreciate it. Hey Earl, yep. Shout out to the man, Earl Max Proud, same thing. For those that don't know who Max Proud is, also go and subscribe to Max Proud because he has a library of all of these basses. Probably, really, he's a revolving door of bass guitars. Like he's just buying and selling and tuning and gigging and it's yeah. I hope you still buy basses and trick them up. It's ironic that you say that because I have a few um, situations that could possibly be happening right now. That's a thing. This is from a name that y'all have seen before. That's gonna be happening. And got a little ditty in. Gotta do something with this now. Y'all seen that before? Yes. I don't know. There you go. There you go. Yeah. I got to do this. I got a lot of stuff that I have to do that I actually have to sit down and just get it done. So y'all bear with me. I will be recording. Yes. So the odd there, just in case y'all didn't know, is going to end up going in. Where are you at, baby? I think you're right there, which is my Sterling 5-string Music Man I actually talked about. This bass right here is going to be possibly getting that Sadowski set up. What the heck? Well, I thought somebody had broke something in the dang house. Sorry about that. No idea what the heck that was. Let's see. How about Sire less than 500? Yes. So I already hit that. I know I'm late. Where we at? Yeah, I'm way late. Okay, cool. Yeah, this Squire's gray sounds pretty good, but it's very heavy. Okay. Okay, okay. Preamp is two band boost only. Okay. What's going on, Adam? Good to read you on here. This preamp is like a Fender American Elite. Okay. Didn't know that. Buzzwords, Sire's the best one. That's an opinion. Baseman Gogs, what's up? What's happening, Dion? And I'm assuming you're in Arkansas. That's what I'm assuming. It looks so much better in person. Okay. Looks like I came at the right time. Kelsey, what's happening? Good to read you or see you on here. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I have two Sire, one V7, Vintage 5, okay, and one V5 fretless. Both come with better endings. I would say I think that's fretboard, fret endings than my American Professional 2, Dark Knight 5 string. Okay. Cool. Now the V5 I can vouch for because now they're doing the rolled edges, and I'm assuming the V7 is a second generation as well, which is why you say that it has better fretboard radius or rolled edges, and maybe the American Professional 2 doesn't. My American Pro, I don't believe it has rolled edges. I can't remember. So if it does, then it didn't stick out to me. But that bass feels so good just like it is. I don't want to even, it doesn't take anything away from it. First gens, like this bass here, it's first gen joint. And these does not, the first gens don't have rolled edges or whatever, but they play just the same. And I feel like because they don't have the rolled edges, they give you a different feel. So your mind goes a different way when you're playing bass lines and stuff like that. So let me, can y'all hear that? Oh, oh God, this is gonna be bad. Hold up, you know how to do this. That's off. I think I have my bass up on this, which is why it's all gargly. But yeah, this is a good time waiting to happen. Oh, I got the envelope filter on. That's what's going on. Sorry. Uh, quick funk. Forgot that I had the envelope filter on from a previous jam. So my bad. I was like, why does it sound so funky? Envelope filter. So yeah. But thank you, Hector, for your comment. Game God, thank you so much for the dono. Thank you so much. Yeah. Let's go, man. Yeah. New room is beautiful. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah. So it moved and I don't have the black wall anymore. So, and I'm actually using lights to actually, light stuff up. I would have had the colors and stuff going, but for some reason, I know it happened. My little boys probably then stole my remote. So it's lost until I happen upon it again. So, this is where we at with it. But thank you. I appreciate that. Max probably has the same laid back feeling that your channel has. Thank you. Thank you. Feels like you're hanging out with an old friend. I can dig it. That's what brings me back every time. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. S. Brown. Okay. Tell me why you love the Super Scoop EQ so much. S, the Baskin Robin, baby. You got to get all 31 scoops of that thing, okay? I can say what we're talking about, but you got to get in there. You got to scoop it, okay? The high bass, low mid, high treble. You got to tickle it a little bit. Yeah, get in there. It's a good time. It's a good time. You show up with the ice cream scoop on the EQ. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna sit at the table. Show lamb. Even if it's mint chocolate chip. And I hate mint chocolate chip. Let's see. Would still like to know how you get that killer tone in your reviews. Are you using a real amp? If so, what are your settings? So whenever I play, just so I can keep consistency across the board for everything I have, I only use this Fender Rumble, you know what I'm saying? And I send it directly to my EQ. And I don't really do anything besides on the back end whenever I'm editing the video. I do like there's a little thing where you put, what I'm saying, do like a mastering situation on it, and then like noise reduction, because my room is right by the air conditioning where it actually does all the stuff. So you hear it turn on and you hear it running and stuff like that. So the noise reduction actually keys in on when I'm actually talking and stuff. So like right now, it may be noisy in my room. So I don't know. And I wouldn't want that to be on your phone speakers. Most people are watching on the phone and stuff like that. So to eliminate that and try to be as clear as possible, that's what I do. But as far as EQ, I keep everything at 12 o'clock, bass, mid, and treble, and all my manipulation, unless I'm talking about that amp specifically or that setting, that preset specifically, all my manipulation comes from the bass guitar itself, which is OP because if I'm talking about this bass, there's like a treble knob, there's a mid knob, a mid frequency sweep, and bass. Like you can do everything you need to do, and then me leaving the amp itself at 12 o'clock lends a palette in which you can work from. So my gain and my master, all of those locked at 12, and then from there I manipulate my volume and my tone and all that stuff on the bass. I feel like that's the best way for me to consistently put out the same type of sound. And on this bass, which is a Fender Rumble Stage 800, I'm using one of the user presets. So it has literally no coloring at all. There's no preamp, there's no nothing. It's just an amp. So it would just be a regular Rumble. There's no preamp coloring or nothing like that. No compression, none of that. So that's what I've been doing. So if you're trying to find your slap sound, I would definitely tell you to put everything at 12 o'clock, or depending on how your stuff is oriented, put everything flat. You know what I'm saying? Or if you put it at 6, making sure everything else is at 6 or whatever. And then start your sculpting there from the palette. Find out what your bass does. If you have a passive bass, all your EQing is going to come from the amplifier itself. If you have a active bass that has 2-band, 3-band, 4-band EQ, set it, make one a standard, and then manipulate that. Because if you try to manipulate both of them at the same time, you're going to be chasing ghosts and you'll lose that sound. You won't find it. It just won't happen. So pretty much what I do is I put everything as flat as possible on the amp, Once I find, I may do like a bright switch or maybe like a contour switch because it does just this internal thing. But for the most part, if I have like a standard amp, everything flat. So I actually use this now that I have it. And lo and behold, this is already set up to be completely flat. And that's the knob completely at the top on each one of them. So for this, there's bass, mid, and treble here. And this is going to be a whole video where I actually talk about it and stuff like that. But flat is everything at vertical at 12 o'clock. This is what it looks like at zero, just so you know. This is what it looks like all the way up. Everything is flat. That's what I mean by that when I say everything flat. So you get to see it, stuff like that. That works a lot better if you have an active bass because you can manipulate there. But if you don't know anything about tone and you're trying to find it, start with a blank palette and then kind of gradually take stuff back. Gradually manipulate it. Don't just go super scoop. I do it, but I'm dumb. Don't be like me. And notice I'm doing on my bass because they're all active basses. So the the actual bass amp is still at 12 o'clock. I just have 18 volts of butt kicking power, and I can just be like, bass 10, mid, off, treble, frequency, where are we gonna put it? Sounds good right there. Here we go. Super scoop, super scoop, super scoop. There you go. So hopefully I answered your question. I've never been a slapper because I was bad at it. Okay. How often do you practice? However, I've been stretching out lately. Great. I just can't get stand my I just can't get stand my slap sound. Okay. I'll get back to that. I think I actually did just talk about that. So that's what I said, but that would be the approach. Bullet My Sire, R2 Gen, which answers that question. The American Professional 2 arrived with the nut and frets painted with the color that they can use in the fretboard. Came with the nut and frets painted with the color that they can use in the fretboard. Oh, yeah. Hold up. Let me grab my girl real quick. Okay. So, yeah, I get what you're saying. I think I get what you're saying. Okay. So, this is a little bit of education on the Fender American Pro 2. If you don't know it, it's a beautiful little situation, beautiful little ditty. Added the purple strings just to give a little pop. It's very fun. I like it. You don't expect a guy my size to pull out a lollipop guild bass guitar, so I love doing it. But if I think what he's talking about is there's a lacquer finish that you see it there sheening ever so nicely. There's a lacquer finish that they just sprayed across all the frets and also the fretboard, and it does continue. Ooh, there you go. Dang it, I just had it. It was a good time. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And it continues all the way up to the nut and past. So it is a little bit off-putting if you're not used to that because it does a good bend very easy. It's lacquer, so it's nice and it stays relatively clean if I can keep the fingerprints off of it and stuff. But yeah, so I get what you're saying. Put you back. You don't go nowhere. All righty then. Don't go nowhere. Okay. All right. And the other one that I have here is the Jazz, but it has a rosewood fingerboard, so it doesn't have any of the spray on there. So, you know, it has a really nice, dark, crisp tone. That's how I would like to describe it. I need to actually go revisit that after having them for about a year and do an update video on both of them to let you know what I think after owning it for a year, which is a great idea. So they may be coming in a few weeks. Let's see. Just got a Music Man Sub 4. I was stuck to pick that or an Ibanez Soundgear 505. Ooh. Ah. Sound Gear or SR? Because the SR 500 series, if I'm not mistaken, is the mahogany joint with the Bartolini preamp. I had a 506. Yes, that is right. I had a 506 that I traded in. It was a great bass, especially with elixirs on it, like elixir strings. It was the most hi-fi situation I've had to that point. So I traded that in to get my first sire situation because slap tone. You know what I'm saying? But I do regret actually doing that. I would actually say get the 505 rather than get the Music Man sub. If you get the Music Man sub, you're kind of going to be typecasted as one particular sound. You can get more versatility out of the 505. That's my opinion. Take it for what it's worth. I'm a little behind, but I'm rolling about the Scoops chocolate milk. Gotta get in there, man. It's like 3 times louder than my plug volume, and I plug heavy. Okay, it peaks a lot. Is this something I'm gonna have to fix with a compressor? No, you can just hold on. I gotta chain these together. Ooh. Okay, so I'm assuming you're carrying on from the last conversation. Okay, never been a slapper because I'm bad at it. However, I've been stretching out lately. I just can't get or stand my slap tone. Did I miss one? I didn't miss one. I don't think. It's like 3 times louder than my plug volume, and I plug heavy. It peaks a lot. Is slapping? Is it something I can fix with a compressor? Yes, that's a cheap way to do it. Um, you might want to look at your pickup height. Take a look at your pickup height. Kind of play with that. Put it lower, do slap. Raise it up, do slap. See if you're being more bombastic whenever it's lower or higher. You know what I'm saying? So um, that's what I would. You can get a compressor and it might do it, but it also might change the dynamics of what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? It'll shelf your dynamics. So you may want it to ring out and be hella pitchy or high fire or whatever for whatever reason you're using it, and it just shelves at a certain level and you can't get any more out of it. There are drawbacks to it. So yes, you can get a compressor, but I would look at the pickup height because one, it's free. Just make sure you have the right uh, driver for the job, screwdriver, so you don't strip out the screws. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, H time. That's pretty cool. Do you apply this same train of thought to your live sound? Yes, yes, I do. It doesn't matter what amp I'm playing out of. I'm gonna put it at 12 o'clock, and then I'm gonna see what it does as far as volume and presence, and then from there, depending on the room, I'll mess with the mid. That's usually what I do on the amp itself. Or if I have the ability to do like a frequency sweep, I put everything at 12 and just leave that alone. Like my last gig I was playing for Life Church for a few years, missed that. We had a Sans amp, and all I did was mess with the presence, depending on what the song was. And our presence will make it a little bit more pristine, a little bit more crisp. For every other driving 1, 4, 6, 5 song that we had, I just take the presence down a little bit and then boom, run the whole set that way. So yes, that is how I approach getting live sound. That way, no matter what situation you're dropped into, you know for sure this is what you bring in to the table. I have the ability to, or I have the blessing of having all these options for what acts I want to present to the table, but at least that particular sound style is me. That's me. A lot of people do a lot of manipulation and stuff like that. Keep tuning, keep messing with it, keep twiddling, keep no man. I came here to get down, plug in, volume up, let's go. That's it. I most of the time when I do a gig or I'm just like, you know what I'm saying, going at it, it's pretty much a P bass. That's really all I need. P bass amp. And I sit there and let's get down. So that's how I get down with it. That's just me though. Took a while for me to get to that point. But yeah, let's see. What are we talking about? I have that one. Wasn't impressed with the compressor on it. I don't know what you're talking about. Hello from Moscow. What's going on? Thank you for dropping in. Do you know anything about the ESP LTD B205 bass? 205? No. But I did get to play a ESP LTD Seafoam green joint. And it was like Seymour Duncan preamp and Seymour Duncan. Let me confirm. Let me make sure I'm actually talking about what you're talking about. LTD B205. No, we were talking about two different bases. I'm glad I actually got to talk or got to check it out. I have not got to put my hands on this one yet, although it don't look bad. It does not look bad at all. What's going on here? Okay, so let me go ahead and share a screen so y'all can see what I see, and I'm not just, saying oogling like, ooh, that's nice by myself. So share screen, drop it over here, boop, 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 and then 205, bam, Guitar Center site. Yeah, that actually looks pretty cool. ESP pickups, 3 band. Okay. High mass bridge. That's a cool little situation. See through black. What we talking? That kind of looks cooler than the natural one. I think I kind of prefer that one. Hmm. So yeah, that is that bass. I haven't had the chance to play it, so I can't really talk about it. But I did get an ESP LTD that I got from Lobster, and it was a slap machine. It was suited with the, like I said, the Seymour Duncan pickups and the Seymour Duncan preamp. It was a slap machine. It was a 4 string, and I was like, mm. Lobster wouldn't sell it. Actually, the only real bass I need to get off Lobster is that my namesake. I need that big L. I got to put that. Yeah, I need the 7,000, and I need that big L. I got to get my money up because he don't need that bass. Let me get that. It's not even his name. Did you move to H Town? Yes, I did. Well, I moved to Pearland, but yeah, technically, I guess you could say that. Thanks, Bully. By the way, I love my American Professional 2. It's a monster. It is a monster. I played it today. That one that I showed you, yeah, it's nice. And I brought it out. I forgot how nice the hard shell case is that comes with it. I was like, it's very substantial in my hands. I'm like, yeah, I came to do business here in this church house. Okay. Hey, Bully, I'm trying to find a stainless steel string that isn't too aggressive on the hands. Do you know of any or of a coated set that isn't bad? Um, yeah, I'm actually down with MJC Ironworks. So they have stainless steel sets, and that's all I have on the BTK5. The one that Lobster has, I sun it up there with stainless steel strings. So whenever he does his deep dive video and he swaps the strings out, also, if you're watching me, you like my personality, chances are you're gonna like my man Low and Lobster. So on YouTube, y'all check him out. He has 5 times the amount of bases I do, and he does videos very often during the week. So good guy, homeboy, friend to the Bullyverse. It's my dog, Low and Lobster. Yeah, man. So MJC Ironworks. Go and Google them, MJC Ironworks, and then go into their site and check them out. They last forever. Like I had these on for about 5 months, and you heard what it sounded like. So yeah, let's see. Sorry, I typed slow. I had to lower the pickups, can't because the strings kept hitting. They were Okay, they were hitting when I slept. There you go. So there you go. That is the answer that I would say check out. I have MJ Nichols of Order of the Steels. Thanks. Hey, do tell me what you think about the strings because I love them. I'm That's all I'm running. Aside from the Aurora purples that were on the American Professional, I got those as a joke because my brother is a member of Omega Psi Phi fraternity, and I am a member of Phi Beta Sigma fraternity, and their colors are gold and purple, and my colors are blue and white. So I got a base that was gold, and I didn't think about it. And then one of his frat brothers was like, "You should get some purple strings on that bad boy." And I was like, uh, "I'll do it for you. Whatever, it's cool." So yeah, I ended up doing that joint for my bro. Tim, what's happening? Hope you're doing well. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you dropping in. So, is there any questions that you actually have right now? Talking about base gear, things you're thinking about buying, uh, what base you looking at right now? I already said what mine is. Mine is the Harley Benton BZ 7000 NT. That is that is the lady for me. We got a thing going on. Things are going well. Things are going well. How much longer are you gonna go? Well, I'm probably gonna end this at right around an hour and five. Feel like that's long enough to kick it, hang around, and I also have to go to the gym because I am large still, so I need to try to fix that at some point. You know what I'm saying? Uh, yeah. Which, if you caught me in the very beginning, that's kind of why I took a break from the base hangs and stuff like that. Mental was off, kind of got depressed, you know what I'm saying? Didn't really want to kick it, didn't want to talk and stuff like that. So rather than me not be me on here, I decided to just go ahead and just, you know, until I got back right. Now I'm on the other side of through. So me actually chopping it up with y'all and doing all this, it's been great so far, man. It's been great. So to answer your question, maybe an hour or so. The hour is kind of the cap where I'm at. Those look amazing. It took a minute to get here, but strings are super nice. Yes. And I think that's due to COVID. I don't know for sure, but I think that is the case. I was talking with one of the dudes that worked there. They were having problems with logistics and stuff. So I think they got all that together, but I will say great string. They last a long time and they feel great straight out the box. You know what I'm saying? Cool. Bet. Thank you, Applesauce Man, for the donation. Thank you so much. Hey brother, have you ever tried Warrior bases? I I have one order, should be here next month. Wanted to ask you if you tried them before. I have never even heard of Warrior bases. I feel like I should though. That's a very strong name. I feel like I don't know, man. I feel like it has sharp edges. Let's check it out. Warrior base. I'll just pop right on up. Yep. Sharp edges. Actually, doesn't look too bad. Okay, a little pricey, but let's go ahead. Oh, these are handcrafted joints. Nice. Okay, got the little situation going on here. Let's give them some free promotion, man. Let's go to share screen. Looks cool. I haven't had the chance to get my hands on the game yet, but watch your finger there, baby. There you go. Pull that thing back. Let's go to the showroom. And yeah, pre love bases. No, I don't want that. Oh, but the lines though, they're doing some stuff. Messenger, DM5, Bella 54, Bella 62, Dran Michael. Who are these people? But also, sheesh. I don't. Is that a? Is that a humbucker? And then that's interesting. What is? You know what? Let's run it. Let's see what you talk. Ooh, this wood though. Ooh, okay, all the knobs. This is a boutique base. This is oh oh y'all coming with it with the full 360. How many knobs are this? Hold on, let me. Can I get? I just want to get specific pictures popping up. How many knobs is this, bruh? One, two, three, four, five, six, and then switches. What does it do? Look at this. Are those wood knobs? How much does this cost? What's I got so many questions. Okay, lock in. So what are these? Is that recessed into the wood? Is the bridge recessed into the wood? I got so many questions. Ooh. Also, what are these holes here? What is that? What are you doing? Look at these knobs. Man, that is recessed into the wood. That's pretty hard. What's the back look like? Sheesh. Ew. Daddy like it. uh, gross. Okay. Let's see. What's going on? People calling. Sheesh. Is that a sword? Yeah, this is a boutique base. No, I have not had the pleasure of putting that. I haven't putting my hands on that situation. Sheesh. Okay, dude, I feel the mental health super hard right now. uh, so I used to be a waiter, and I'm goofy, and my personality was like this as I was waiting tables. I used to work for Logan's and Outback and IHOP and all that good stuff. But I was me at all these different places. Well, one of the coworkers was like, "Yo, I challenge you to say meow while you're at the table and see if they actually notice." I was like, so I'd be doing whatever, busting the table, cleaning up, moving plates. Anything else I can get y'all right meow? No? Okay, well, here's your check. No rush. And then I walked away, and one of them I walked away slow. He said, "Did he just say right meow?" And I was like, "Yes, it did. I did say right meow." Then that became a whole joke. So that threw me back to that idea. That was funny, Tim. Well done. I will at some point own a Modulus Quadrant 5. Have you ever played one? No. I feel like I just need to go to boutique stores and just get down. Kind of interested in a sawtooth base. Have you ever put your hands on one? No. But Lobster has sawtooth bases, and I think he may have did a giveaway. I'm not sure. He does those all the time. For what I read, they're on the same uh foot speed as Glary, like the Glary twos that came out. They're in the same, right around the same price range, if I'm not mistaken. Let me go confirm that. No, they're about. So They are now in the. Oh, it comes with a gig bag. That's made it more expensive. They're in the Squire range now, so they're coming in around 239 or so. Ones I'm looking at are 219, 239, stuff like that. So I have not had the chance to put my hands on one. I think I might pick up one just to see what's going on with it. That don't seem like a bad idea. And they do have more expensive ones. American Mod, what is this? Sawtooth Americana Mod 24. And y'all try to get boutique with it. Okay, I don't know what these knobs are doing. But it looks interesting. There's two pickups now, and then I'm thinking maybe two band and maybe some mid frequency switching or something. That sounds interesting. Okay. Again, y'all can't see what I'm seeing, but that one what I just described was like 800 something, 899. But everything else that I'm seeing is coming out around 230 or so. Have not put my hands on one. I'm willing to take the plunge, not on this $900 one, but unless, you know what I'm saying, I might be able to hit up Sawtooth. Hey, let me demo one on my channel and see what y'all talking about, which I might do. I'm down. It don't look too bad. And it's a more modern shape. It doesn't have the contoured heel here. That's interesting. I'm interested. Thank you for putting that on my radar. I have to check that out. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. I like Sunbeam or Nickel lowriders. Okay. Those aren't bad. Just bought a Warrior Bella 54. Going back to Warrior Bella 54. Warrior Bella 54. Ooh, so the PJ situation. Okay. All right. So let me ask you, what are these two knobs? Okay, let me share this screen so y'all can see it again. You can experience my confusion. Experience it. Here you go. What the heck are these two knobs right here? What is this? What do you do with that? What is that supposed to be? Can I turn this around? Because I got questions. I need there. Look at that. That's a thing happening, and I don't know what that thing is. Is that like a? Is that a stereo situation? Why is that there? I don't- and I don't. I don't. I feel like the answer is there somewhere. Ooh, John Paul Jones, Peanut Palladino. Okay, that's where you pull the inspiration for it. Okay, looks good, but it's a PJ situation. And is it Aguilar pickups? That looks possibly Aggie pickups. I can't see it. It's the back of it. Ooh, that's an interesting design. That's nice. Is it passive or is it active? I don't see a compartment door, and I think that is so you can get to the strap, the jack lock situation. I don't know if that is there. So you can access the truss rod from the heel rather than up here at the neck. That's cool. It's a nice little innovation. And I really want to zoom in. I want to zoom in, but I cannot see if that's an Aggie pickup. Cannot tell. Just making assumptions, but it looks like a two band. So volume blend, treble bass, something like that. I don't know. Anyway, congratulations on your purchase. It looks pretty cool. Stop it and then bring it back. Thank you so much, Max. You did not have to do it. And nobody, all of y'all did not have to do this. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate y'all with the donation, man. That's incredible. Warrior, Bella 54 is a slot monster like the GB4. LTD GB4 is the lobster slap. I wanted to keep it. He wouldn't let me keep it. They string the E and B through the back of the body to get tension on the 35-inch base. Oh, to get the tension of a 35-inch base. Okay. They string through the back of the body? Oh, so that's what those two holes are. So you string through the body to the bridge on just those two strings. Let me over there again. Show enough. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so that's what that's doing. Share, 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 share. All right, so I'm checking this out now, and if you can see that, here it is, here it is, here it is, and then through. That's cool. So there's has to be like a ferrule that's on the inside, and then they drilled up to where the bridge lands, or they drilled down to where this spot is right here, And then bam, bam. That's interesting. I wonder what that does. I'm not even sure. That's pretty cool. That completely eluded me. I did not get that. I was like, what's happening here? Tell me what's going on. So thank you, Applesauce Man. I appreciate you giving me. That's what those holes are. He's like, idiot. It's very simple if you look. I I missed it. By the way, congrats on getting over on my Steelers today. I wasn't gonna say nothing, but mm. What's the best P bass you've played? Mm. That's a obviously I took a break, so that's a hard question. But I'm gonna go with the obvious answer and say Fender because that's the one I go to the most often. And every other P situation I have isn't the normal P bass, right? So like my first answer would have been mine. I have three P's. It's a complete monstrosity. It's bad A though, and it is the best bass that I've ever played, but it's not a traditional P. So I'm gonna go Fender P, the one that I showed you a little bit earlier. This one, well, let me get out this screen again. It's right there. But the monster Goldar, yeah, Goldar, you're not gonna beat Goldar at all. Goldie is running it. So band Lilac is sponsored by Sawtooth. They seem to sound great. Okay, cool. High and low input. No, that was okay. So they were trying to answer what it was. E and A string could be mounted there. Cool. Passive and both active. Okay. But look, it's active. It have Aguilar pickups. Cool. Let's see. What's the company that puts the output jack in the back control plate like vertically so it follows your strap? Puts the jack in the back control plate vertically so it flows with your strap. I do not know. I think I've seen it and kind of wondered about it. It's an interesting concept. I just don't know if it would get in the way or not. I think Ibanez with their Talman, how it like it's like a like it plugs in kind of like a strat type situation, and Ibanez does kind of a thing on their higher lines that kind of it just kind of divots in, and then the jack is there, and you can just put it through the strap. That's a smart idea, but I don't know what company does the jack in the back. I can't think of that offhand, but I have seen it. I just can't think of the company. Your gold base is a mega P. Lobster had it on his channel, I think. I think you're right. More than likely, Lobster would have something weird like that. He's into strange stuff. Let's see. Let's see. Yes. I'm just gonna leave that there for a while because my base, it's it's perfect. It's perfect for me. And I had it done twice because I didn't want anybody getting my sister neck woods. No, you took the one slab, you cut it in half, and you made my first BTK5. I know you still got it. Give it to me. This is the second BTK5. I don't want nobody touching on my neck woods. It's perfect for me. Treat it the same way you treated the first one, and ain't gonna be no problems. He was like, "You got it." Well, man, Ben, man, he held me down. Lobster had on his channel. I have to check with him. Sub Bully, love your signature bass. Where can I check one out? You can actually get it from Archetype Guitars. I'll show you the link real quick. Archetype Guitars. Just Google it. Is their site down? Hey. So Let's go ahead and share this. Share this again. And guess who it is, baby? Oh, sexiness. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. That's my girl. Mm, she's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I'm just talking about my bass, baby. So, yeah, man. Uh, he has not uploaded Goldar for whatever reason, but he gets down on guitars and basses. He's a monster. And yeah, yeah, I seen this. I was like, let's just go back real quick. Can I go back? How do I go back to the end? Oh, dang it. Dang it. Where's it at? Home. Anyway, so I can't go to the one I want. Anyway, yeah, let's scroll through. So I seen the 5 string bass that he did the first time. And I was like, oh, so you do basses? He's like, yeah. I need you to make this idea happen. Thank you in advance. This. I was like, give me that. And that happened. Only difference now with the situation is because I used Seymour Duncan pickups, I had the ability to go series, cool tap, and parallel. So I did add a switch to which I can go series, parallel, and cool tap. So it can be like a PJ type situation if I so chose to do that. Having options ain't bad. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's the only change from the pictures. That's what it is now. But yes, that's where you can actually pick it up. Archetypeguitars.com. Hit them up. They make them 2 specs. So if you don't like something that's on my base, I don't know why you wouldn't. You can get it made. And for whatever reason, he doesn't have Goldar pictures on his site yet. So I'll have to get on him about that. Not touching on the neck woods. Have you ever played the chord A5 beyond 5 string multi-scale neck through bass? That's a whole mouthful. Sounds great. Yes, I actually did get to play that bass, and it does sound great. Um, I don't know, man. Um, it plays well, sounds good. I just didn't like the price tag for everything that's there. I'm the type I have to get it. I have to hear them and stuff like that. Like I gotta hear them in the mix. So I just played mine, and it was just on a small little amp, and I couldn't really get down on it, like talking about. It was cool. It was a nice little play. It was a nice little play. So I'll give you that. It could have sounded great with new strings. It also had old strings on it. That may have been the thing. I was just like, hey, very cool things. He built some beautiful instruments. I'll let him know. How much are they? Depends on what you want. Depends on what you want. For something like Goldar, I mean, let me just go ahead and just, show you. Come here, Goldie baby. Oh, you're just so cute. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You don't go nowhere now, okay? Yes. Get on back here. So for something like this, it'd probably be around 25, I would say. It wouldn't be the 3,000 situation, but it'll probably be around 25. And just in case you don't know, this is Hip Shot Hardware. This is 3/4 pounders with cheese. Move this over. And this is an Ardare preamp. So it's a 4 band preamp. And I have 1 volume, and I'm doing cool tapping switching. So this position, I get a jazz situation going on. This position here is it's these two in parallel series into this one. So it's kind of like a dingwall type sound. So if you're trying to get a hi-fi dingwall type feel, playing progressive metal or whatever, that will be your setting. This is just a regular P in the center. In the center here, this is the 2 pickups on the back. reminiscent of the Big L. That's where I got that idea from. And then this is just this pickup, and it's way more humbuckerish than I thought it would be. It just does the thing well. So if I'm doing like chords or whatever, back situation, roll my mids up, roll my high mid up, treble down, and then melodic beautifulness pops off. And yeah, this is my baby. This is the BTK5. That'd be a dope thumbnail. I should go back and just clip this for the thumbnail. You remember this time, 121, okay? 18-volt system. The compartment color matches. There's a little notch so you could actually pull the thing off. I thought that was genius. And here are my neck woods. Look at that. It's just good. It's just the satin sheen feels good to me. Yes, yes. I just bumped you. I'm sorry, baby. Table. Yes. And this is probably around 10 and a half, maybe pounds. So it's a solid base. As you can see, I can get all the way down here. They're messing with my baby. Sorry for that. But yeah, this is the beast. This is Goldie. So yeah, don't move now. Set you over there. I'm interested. Get you one, man. Are people not concerned that Court treats factory workers so bad? One dude set himself on fire. Or was that made up? I have no idea. That's a monster with cheese. Well, man, you need more pickups on that bass. I thought about it, but they only had a 5-way switch that I could have put on it. I actually thought about doing 3 humbuckers. Bloop, bloop, bloop. And then doing the same type thing. And then adding a whole new set of switches so I could cold tap each one of them. But that would be a headache. So I said no. Well, I talked to maybe 15 minutes longer than I wanted to or whatever. So thank y'all for the donations. Thank y'all for watching for as long as you did. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. And like I sign off all my videos, till next time, y'all be easy.